Hey everybody, I'm Johann with Phoenix Magazine Marketing Director. I'm here with Matt, who's our Digital Content Director, and we're very excited to be doing yet another beer review for the Arizona Craft Beer Festival and Awards. And today we're trying a very summer-appropriate Baja Girl Blonde from Walter Station in Phoenix. Very excited to try this. It says it's light and crispy or light and crisp, rather.
That's right.
And, just a nice classic, what seems to be a nice classic blonde.
Yeah, so blonde should be,
A bit of citrus.
gold in color, right? Blonde
right.
by the very name. Interesting, they stopped at the D in blonde. They didn't add the E on. I don't know if that's, maybe we'll have to check in with our editor, Craig.
Maybe it's like a different, like blonde, like in German. I don't know if maybe blonde in German doesn't have.
We'll crack it open and see if the E pops out. If not, we're glad to have just beer pour in the glass. So
that's right.
Here it comes. Yes, blonde, indeed. So kind of a lighter color there.
A good foamy head on it.
Yes, real nice clarity, nice and clear. Obviously you want to see that with a blonde.
That's beautiful. There you go.
So a little bit about
Super
Walter
cool
Station.
can.
Yeah. Walter Station now, they distribute a lot, so you can find these at like a Total Wine or a craft beer store like a Trevor's or a King's, your Pours, whatever, and try out the different one. Obviously their mainstay, what they're known for is the Hazing Arizona, the Hazing Hazy IPA.
Yep.
That one's super good. This blonde is also one of their mainstays, so they come out with some seasonals or some weekly or regular releases that a little less often than some of your Wildernesses or Goldwaters or something. But they always have this Baja Girl Blonde. So let's give it a taste. Let me know what you think about it.
Immediately, just smell that kind of bready liquid toast sort of aroma that I like in these kinds of beers.
Yeah, that's bread all the way right there.
And then you taste it, and it's like, these are some of my favorite beers just when you're just wanting to have something light with your lunch or by the pool or whatever.
Yeah.
It's light, it's refreshing, it tastes a lot like a good piece of toast.
Yep.
Like a white bread toast, but liquid and delicious.
Yeah, 5.6%, so good for your lunchtime kind of afternoon. Maybe come off the golf course and head over to Walter Station. Or what I noticed,
golf is the one with the.
You shoot about 120 shots, and it's 120 degrees outside.
Yeah, that sounds great.
And you spend about 6 hours out there getting an awful sunburn.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of soccer golf? I've always wanted to try that.
I think Dude Perfect does it all the time. They tore up the Augusta National Golf Club before the Masters, doing some silly soccer golf.
That sounds more fun to me.
I can understand now why. I'll see when you go to Walter Station, it's right there along the light rail on Washington and 40th Street. Mm-hmm. And down the road is also Phoenix Beer Co., their main production facility. There's a lot of people who like to ride bikes down there.
Cool.
That whole area. I don't know if there's like a cool path or something, but I always see people with bicycles
it's an interesting
doing their
cross
exercising,
street. There's an interesting cross street of cycling and beer.
Yeah.
That is just a funny sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Symbiotic sort of relationship between people who are into cycling and people who are into beer. I think it's great. Yeah,
it's an interesting mix. You have people who might live in the area or take light rail down there, and then all kinds of people on bikes that just stop in, and maybe they have a post-bike beer or a mid-bike beer. You go for a couple miles on a Saturday or Sunday and stop in, and awesome food at Walter Station. Yeah, they do really good pizzas and stuff.
Nice.
So check them out, 40th Street. It's an old fire station.
That's awesome.
That they recommissioned turned it into their brewery and
I love that.
Restaurant, tap house, and all that.
I love how often that seems to be happening, where people take like an old building of some kind and repurpose it into a brewery.
They opened it up to like, you know, the big garage doors and stuff, so they can open that, and it opens to like a pretty cool patio with a lot of picnic tables and.
Is there a fireman's pole you can slide down?
So, not a fireman's pole, but I don't think they would let some people after a couple drinks go up it anymore. But
turns into more of a different type of dancing pole.
There is still the old like tall water station that kind of hovers above. Yeah, the tower that hovers above what's now the brewery. And I was talking to the owner about, what was it, 2 years ago? No, last year during Beer Week. And he was telling me the story that they would send all the firefighters training up the ladder and, you know, go up the water tower.
Nice.
And then they would turn the hose on them when they got to the top.
Gosh.
So
they're hazy.
Yeah. Some hazing Arizona there, some initiation, but you know, you got to break them in somehow, right?
That's funny.
In my experience with Walter Station is you can find this, like we said, anywhere. Anywhere you look. Total Wine has it a bunch. I think we got this over at Trevor's. So yeah, Walter Station. We saw them. I believe they had the karaoke stand right out at Strong Beer Fest.
That was them. You're right.
So Johann was on the karaoke.
Gosh.
He had Backstreet Boys song stuck in my head.
Larger Than Life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was stuck in my head for weeks after that.
Good.
After you did that.
That's why I did that.
I blame you for that. Speaking of Beer Fest, let's talk about, we're putting on one. That's why we're doing these reviews, talking about Arizona beer.
That's right.
Obviously, we love Arizona craft beer, and we want to show that in our own festival that we're going to make, right?
Yeah, so we have our Arizona Craft Beer Festival coming up on October 22nd at Heritage at Sportsman's Park, which is the big lawn just west of the State Farm Stadium, right there on that property. It's going to be a really, really great event, just celebrating all of our wonderful breweries here in Arizona. We're going to have a awards component this year where we have our proper competition where breweries are going to be submitting their beers that they want to submit to the competition. We're going to have our judges that are going to kind of go through and do blind tastings and name the winners the day before the event. So on the day of the festival, you can go and enjoy. You'll be able to see, who won what, and it's going to be a good celebration of Arizona beers. So all the breweries there are going to be local, and we're just very excited.
Man, there's nothing better than a beer fest. Late October.
That's
should
right.
be perfect. Should be a really nice,
it's gonna be great.
Really nice day for that.
What's the Instagram account for it?
So we are on Instagram. These videos, all our beer reviews will be there. ACBA Fest is the account. Follow that. These videos will be on YouTube. We're uploading them as podcasts. So consume our beer content as we consume the beer. Consume
and what's
our content.
What's the website?
Anywhere. So
again?
Website for craft beer is
beer?
azcraftbeer.com.
azcraftbeer.com.
Yeah.
How that was not already taken, I don't know, but now it's all about our
We're happy
festival.
to grab it. I mean, we were super excited to grab it. azcraftbeer.com. You'll get all the info there in the coming months about the festival, the awards, and how to sign up if you're interested in coming to it, pouring beer at it, sponsoring it. All that information is going to be up there, azcraftbeer.com.
That's right. And we also have on August 13th, we have our Best of the Valley, Best Fest event coming up, which is going to be a big celebration of all of our awesome local businesses that win Best of the Valley this year. We're going to have a bunch of breweries there as well. That's going to be August 13th indoors in downtown Phoenix.
Yeah, if you're watching this video before May 21st, get on phoenixmag.com,
That's right.
Vote for Best of the Valley. We got a whole new craft beer section. It's got about 50 different beer styles. All of these beers that we have on this table, the ones we sample, the ones we have in the reviews are up for your vote. You get to decide what is the browns, stouts, wheats, blondes. We'll let the readers pick, and then obviously we'll write about it in and one of the upcoming issues, I think the September-October issue will be our beer guide revisited. We haven't done that in about 5 years.
Very excited about that.
Yeah, that'll be cool. And a lot of really positive, cool things going on with Arizona beer, and we hope you guys celebrate it and love it just as much as we do.